Hey, this is JD79. First, gonna have a multi-part rant here on the video here. First, I'm gonna have to know that Nintendo's has not done well the Wii U, and it can be a lot of stuff over here. But the reason, and one of the reasons why, is that I really wish that this was a level editor on Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, good and all, but this should have a Mario World too, and but if they, and Nintendo's having a lot of these kiosks here. Today we're going to talk about the memory cards. Alright, this is the PlayStation Vita. It's collecting dust, and it was actually just covered in dust here because it just, like that. And the reason being is these freaking cards. To have this 4 GB cards, and you can only fit like a game in this, fit like a game here, and you can just use it for a game saves over here. And I just got a 32 gig card during this past Christmas because I had used the gift card, and I bought a 32 gig card for my 3DS. As you can see right there, trying to hold the camera. Christ. Sorry for the mess here, but this is a 32 gig card. SD, I just got it for the thing here. It costs about 30 bucks, and no more excuses, Sony. I mean, Sony needs to either just lower the, either just ditch the 4, 8, and 16s, or just do away with these cards together. And because over here, I'm going to show you the 32 gig cards. I'm powering up my 3DS. I mean, Sony, no more excuses over here. I spend 32. I spend like 20, 30 bucks for that 32 gig card. I don't know why a 32 gig card of this is going to be expensive. I got this for the system, just like Jack the Bomb, and he already shown the demonstration of this one here. But I'm going to be showing you what a 32 gig card can do and this thing here, health and safety information, yeah, blah blah blah. We're going to go to system settings now, and database management, and showing you what I can do with a 32 gig card. As you can see, this SD card here, as you can see, Legend of Zelda, it's like 5,000 blocks here. Seems like a lot. And Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario. But minus that, everything up to Mario and Luigi, Paper Mario. I had a lot of these, even on a 2 GB card. And I'm going to be going to the only thing is over here with the three best, but I'm using my finger. I always use my finger. I don't know why people say it's bad to use a thing here, but it doesn't have any help for these are software titles over here. Yeah. But the thing is here, I installed the 32 GB card, and it only has like 200, and it has like 220,000 blocks of data here. These are and blocks over here. So, if this one here is an average of 5,000 blocks, you can store like 40 games. You can easily store like 40 games easily on a 32 gig card. Now, on this but he's shown that on this 4 GB card, like each game is like 2 or 3 or 4 gigs here. So on a 32 gig card, which costs $100, you can only store like 10 games, around 10 games here. So, in other words, you can buy. In other words, if a 32 gig card on a 32 gig card for the PlayStation Vita can store like that for 10 retail games, I wonder how the Sony can price these at $80. For $80, I mean, for $80, like I can buy a 64 and a 32 gig for 96, which can store like over 100 games and like this here. And I don't know why Sony I don't know why Sony could price these excessively, and for them to like store 10 gigs on these things over here. And yeah, by the way, oh yeah, we're gonna. Oh yeah, if you buy a digital, you get to $5 off. Yeah, right, man. If I store like $5 off of the 32 gigs, and you have to constantly delete games and like this, even a 32 gig card for this one here. So I mean, the 32 gig cards to me, it's like 20. It's like worth $20 or $30 or like this, but. Seriously, who wants to spend $80 on a card that only serves 10 gigs and you can only use it on the Vita? I think Sony should, as of right now, switch to SD cards on their next Vita redesign here, because I'm really disappointed that Sony has successfully redesigned the things here. The only thing we got out of it was a LCD screen. But we're still stuck with these horrible cards that they have here. And I know John has ranted about them, but if I can only store 10 games in these things, but I can store like, so look at this. This is open blocks. 223,000 blocks of free. This is free. And this is how much Mario and Luigi Superstar. Mario and Luigi takes up 6,000 blocks. 4,000 blocks. Yeah, if you do the math like this, how many more of these games can I fit in one 32 gig card? And if the games are like 2 or 3 or 4 gigs each on the Vita and a 4 gigabyte card, if it's 4, oh yeah, 8 cards each. Come on, and I think it's better for Sony just throw away these cards forever and like this. And that's my ultimate rant for 3DS 3D cards here. Sony's came up with 64 gig cards, and they hold it, and heard they're like now $140, which is ridiculous. And even that can just hold half the games of how much this thing can hold here. Yeah, this is where Nintendo's done the right things. But now, another rant for Nintendo. So Nintendo's been struggling with the Wii U lately here. And they're saying that releasing crappy games here, and there's not enough good games here. But I'm going to say this, that yes, Nintendo needs good games, but it needs more than good games here. I'm very disappointed. I was very disappointed that Mario Kart 8 is not including a track editor, which is very disappointing, and it's just, another slap in the face for our fans here. And they need to implement user-generated content. I also heard that someone has hacked the 3DS to remove the region lockouts, and yeah, I'm for this, and they need to remove the region lockouts. It's just not necessary. And at least Nintendo got it right with the SD cards. And the 3DS is a very secure unit. And I don't know how Sony could make this as a secure card if the SD card is secure enough to prevent piracy here. And yeah, the region lockout on these things, they gotta go. Alright? And you also need to loosen the locks up on the DRM on these 3DSs, and so that when you buy a multiple of these things, you have a right to transfer your games to another one you own. This should be like, I can create an account for maybe up to a couple of 3DSs, but you should be able to freely copy your games to another 3DS without doing another step forward to a dead end here. on the 3DSs, and the same goes for the Wii U. Nintendo, you really need to, you know, loosen the locks in the games. All right, I understand piracy, but if you buy a game, you own the game. But people own the game, and they should be able to freely, you know, back up their games, copy it like this. And the thing is, when you buy a game from the eShop, I mean, you only should only buy a game once. No matter how many system games, you should pay for the game once, and it should be um, for ownership. All right, this is what I have to do. But this is what I have to say about Nintendo's losing money off this one here. Sure, you have a couple of good games, but you need to online user-generated content and let them create a customizable Mario game here. And that's what I have to say about this. JD out. And yeah.